Welcome to Today in Nerd History for June 5th. The Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode, Tribunal, aired June 5th, 1994. In this episode, Chief O'Brien goes through the horrific Cardassian judicial system, where he is charged for an unknown crime. The Doctor Who episode, Vincent and the Doctor, aired June 5th, 2010. In this episode, intrigued by an ominous figure in Vincent van Gogh's June 1890 painting, The Church at Auvers, the Doctor and his companion Amy Pond go back in time to meet Van Gogh and discover that Auvers-sur-Oise has been plagued by an invisible creature known as the Crephaeus, which only Van Gogh can see. Happy birthday, Kenny G, born June 5th, 1956. Kenneth Bruce Gorelick is a smooth jazz saxophonist. His 1986 album Duo Tonys brought him commercial success. Kenny G is one of the best-selling artists of all time, with global sales totaling more than 75 million records. Happy birthday, Mark Wahlberg, born June 5th, 1971. Mark Robert Michael Wahlberg is an American actor, producer, businessman, and former model and rapper. He was known as Marky Mark in his earlier years as frontman with the band Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, releasing the albums Music for the People and You Gotta Believe. Wahlberg later transitioned to acting, appearing in films such as the drama Boogie Nights and the satirical war comedy drama Three Kings during the 1990s. In the 2000s, he starred in the biographical disaster drama The Perfect Storm, the science fiction film Planet of the Apes, and the Martin Scorsese-directed neo-noir crime drama The Departed. In the 2010s, he starred in the action comedy The Other Guys alongside Will Ferrell, the biographical sports drama The Fighter, the comedy Ted, the war film Lone Survivor, and the science fiction action film Transformers: Age of Extinction. Wahlberg has also served as executive producer of 4 HBO series: the comedy drama Entourage, the period crime drama Boardwalk Empire, and the comedy dramas How to Make It in America and Ballers. He is co-owner of the Wahlburgers chain and co-stars in the reality TV series About It. Wahlberg received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on July 29, 2010. Remembering Robert Lansing, born June 5, 1928, and passed away October 23, 1994. Robert Howell Lansing was an actor who played Gary Seven in the Star Trek episode Assignment Earth. Lansing starred in 3 series during the 1960s: 87th Precinct, 12 O'Clock High, and The Man Who Never Was. 12 O'Clock High was the most successful, lasting 3 seasons. He played Commander Douglas Stansfield in the Twilight Zone episode The Long Morrow. Lansing made guest appearances in shows like Bonanza, Gunsmoke, and Law and Order. In 1985, he co-starred in The Equalizer until its end in 1989. In 1959, Lansing co-starred in the science fiction film 4D Man. In his later years, Lansing served as president of the Players Club in New York City. In 1993, he became a recurring cast member on Kung Fu: The Legend Continues. Lansing was married to Emily McLaughlin, who later married Jeffrey Hunter. Remembering John Abbott, born June 5, 1905, and passed away on May 24, 1996. John Abbott, born John Kefford, was an English actor who worked steadily from the 30s to the 80s amassing dozens of television guest appearances and movie roles, almost 150 total. He was particularly active in 60s television, with guest appearances in many of the shows of that era. He played Aelborn in the Star Trek episode Errand of Mercy, remembering Herb Vigran, born June 5th, 1910, and passed away November 29th, 1986. Herbert Vigran was an American actor in Hollywood from the 1930s to the 1980s. Over his 50-year career, he made over 350 TV and movie appearances. He was on TV shows like Adventures of Superman, Dragnet, The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, The Dick Van Dyke Show, Perry Mason, Petticoat Junction, and The Brady Bunch. He had a recurring role as Judge Brooker in Gunsmoke between 1970 and 1975. He was in 4 I Love Lucy episodes and in the 1954 episode titled Lucy is Envious. He is the promoter who hired Lucy and Ethel to dress up as women from Mars for a publicity stunt. In Kolchak, the Night Stalker, he played Mr. Goldstein in the episode Horror in the Heights. In Galactica 1980, he played Pop in the episode The Night the Cylons Landed. Part 2. He had a small but significant role in Charlie Chaplin's Monsieur Verdoux, 1947, as a reporter who interviews Chaplin as the title character while he is awaiting execution, while 1954's White Christmas, starring Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye, saw Vigran in the role of Novello, a nightclub owner who ushers in the stars to see his floor show attraction, the Haynes Sisters. In the rock and roll movie Go, Johnny, Go, 1959, he played an assistant to promoter Alan Freed and performed dialogue scenes with rock musician Chuck Berry. He also provided the voice of Whitney's boss in a series of Arrowhead bottled water commercials for television and radio in the 1960s. He died of complications from cancer. Happy birthday, Mark Herlick, born June 5th, 1951. He played Kashyyyk in the Star Trek Voyager episode Counterpoint. He has appeared in the movies Election, Jurassic Park 3, Eulogy, For Your Consideration, and 42, for animation. He was the voice of Queen Uberta's valet, Lord Rogers, in The Swan Princess. He has played parts on the TV series Seinfeld, Numbers, Wings, Grace Under Fire, Will and Grace, NCIS, Boy Meets World, Breaking Bad, Bones, 6 Feet Under, and 5 episodes of the first season of The Big Bang Theory as Dr. Eric Gablehauser. He also played Sarah Tancredi's lawyer in Prison Break. He appeared on the series finale of Cheers in a 2002 episode of Joss Whedon's Angel as Count Karushu, and was in 5 episodes of short-lived NBC series Awake. In 2015, he appeared under his own name as an actor hired by the heavenly host to play God, then later as God himself in the TV series Preacher. He also played Dr. Paul Stickley in HBO's series Getting On, an American adaptation of the British sitcom of the same name. In 2015, he co-starred as Jamie Thompson's father in This Isn't Funny. And in 2017, he played baseball player Hank Greenberg in the film Battle of the Sexes. Happy birthday, Howard Platt, born June 5th, 1938. Howard Thomas Platt is a television actor, singer, and director, best known for his role as Officer Hopkins on the TV series Sanford and Son, 1972 to 76. Howard wrote and performed River Winds for LaSalle Expedition 2 in 1977. Platt has made numerous comedic and dramatic appearances on television, such as Reverend Weber in What About Joan? Along with his role as Hoppy on Sanford and Son, Platt has also had guest roles as Dr. Phil Newman on The Bob Newhart Show in a total of 6 episodes, Max on Alice, Major Ted Spector on MSH, and Judge Jonathan Stockfish on Evening Shade. He portrayed 5 different characters on Barney Miller. As a series regular, he played Captain Doug March on the CBS TV sitcom Flying High, 1978-79. His many movies include T.R. Baskin, Nixon, The Cat from Outer Space, and Norma Jean of Maryland. Happy birthday, Chad Allen. Born June 5, 1974. Beginning his career at the age of 7, Allen is a 3-time Young Artist Award winner and GLAAD Media Award honoree. He was a teen idol during the late 1980s as David Witherspoon on Our House and as Zach Nichols on My Two Dads, before transitioning to an adult career as Matthew Cooper on Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. In 1990, he played Jono Jeremiah Rossa in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode, Suddenly Human. Starting with Third Man Out in 2005, Allen stars as Donald Strachey, a gay private detective in a series of television movies for the Here Network. He played real-life Christian missionary Nate Saint in the docudrama End of the Spear in 2006. Developed and produced by Allen, the film Save Me premiered at the 2007 Sundance Film Festival. Happy birthday, Mark Worden, born June 5, 1976. He played Alexander Rozhenko in the Star Trek Deep Space Nine episodes Sons and Daughters and You Are Cordially Invited. He also played the Klingon prisoner in the Star Trek Enterprise episode Affliction. Remembering Richard Zobel, Jr., born June 5, 1952, and passed away October 4, 2005. He played Gauman in the Star Trek Voyager episode The Raven. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.